Hello everybody, Andy here, and oh boy, do we have a lot of stuff going on. So, they've given us it seems like we are getting today the Imperium review from GW, from Warcom. I'm just going to read it to you. There's so much here. They cover 3-4 factions from Imperium. So let's do that. Let's squeeze it down. Boom. Okay. Oh, quick note. Hey, if you're online, if you're a permanently online edgelord like myself, we've obviously just had big leak. The full rulebook just hit Reddit and Facebook, so that's out there. Do not post that in my Discord for obvious reasons, but I will set up a channel where you can talk about it, so feel free to discuss it, but don't post it. Cool. All right, let's crack on with this bad boy, shall we? Because there's a lot to discuss. So, right, a new edition of Kill Team has breached the perimeter, carrying a cargo of refreshed rules for the slickest and most involved edition yet. There will be 33 classified kill teams ready to play at launch, and the rules will be available free right here on Warhammer Community. Lovely. There's also an app. Wonder why they didn't mention that. I feel like mentioning an app is cooler than mentioning this, but whatevs. Cool. The vast and bellicose Imperium. I actually don't know what bellicose means. I'm going to stop interjecting. Sorry, let's go. Has its share of kill teams ready to muster, and that's before we even get started on the Space Marines, presenting a solution for every imaginable problem, so long as that solution is the Emperor's Wrath manifest. There's an asterisk. I'm not going to go down. This is such a long page. You know what? I'm going to go down this one time so you can see how long this is. Let's keep going. Okay, alright. Can't see your Imperial kill team in this article. Don't worry, the Hunter Clade and Eleusinian Star Striders will also all have free online rules for the new edition. Stay tuned for some info on Space Marines later this week. Okay, so this is, from what they say, all Imperium, but we are getting all Imperium rules. We know that, that's good, that's fine. But these are not the Space Marine rules, so presumably Phobos, Angels of Death, I think they were called, whatever, are also all coming. So that's cool. Right. Every faction has a unique faction rule, specialised equipment and ploys, giving each one its own identity and playstyle. Our analysts have cooked up an overview of some of the Imperial kill teams you can buy at launch and the tools they get to play with. Another asterisk, which is the same asterisk, which means we don't need to go down again because it's the same thing. Death Corps. So the big thing here is that they are now called Death Corps instead of Veteran Guardsmen, which is cool. The Veteran Guardsmen return to Kill Team with gas masks on, bayonets fixed, and a new name. The Death Corps are Krieg are unquestioningly loyal and will hustle into the meat grinder of combat with no thought for their own safety. Unaugmented humans are comparatively weak. In a galaxy full of terrorists, the Death Corps generally have a lot of bodies in the kill zone. Sure enough, as a 14-man team, they are pretty good. A lot of bodies. This is a true horde team, okay? So, Guardsman orders, strategic gambit, and support. Okay. A friendly Death Corps Watchmaster operative can issue a Guardsman order. Oh, okay. So so this is like they've just straight up. We didn't have a Watchmaster before, right? Okay. Fine. Whenever it does, select one Guardsman order for all friendly Death Corps operatives within 6 inches of it to receive. Whenever a friendly operative receives a Guardsman order, apply its rules until the end of the turning point. Operatives cannot benefit from more than one Guardsman order at once. They only benefit from the most recent order they received during the turning point. Take aim. Ranged weapons of operatives that received this order, excluding mortar, barrage, and remote detonator, have the balanced weapon rule. Now, take aim used to be reroll ones. Now you can reroll 1 dice. Okay, interesting. It would be very interesting to know how that actually maths out. I suspect that reroll 1s is mathematically better, but I don't know. Cool. Is it? No. I think balanced is better than reroll 1s. Because for you to get multiple 1s, and therefore it'd be better to reroll multiple dice, you have to roll a specific number, but balanced, if you're hitting on 4s, you get to reroll a 1, 2, or a 3. Yeah, I think balanced is better. So there you go, everybody. Death Corps of Krieg, Vet Guard, buffed. Outrageous. Oh, by the way, hey, If you're watching this video, I'd like to give you a subscriber-only benefit, and that subscriber-only benefit is a big double hello. Wow, so wholesome. Hey, if you want some wholesomeness in the next video, like, subscribe, leave a comment right now. I'm going to get on with this video because it's really long. Their faction rule allows Watchmaster operatives to issue a guardsman order to allies within 6 inches. Ooh, so maybe Watchmaster is a keyword. It doesn't have to just be the leader or the comms, maybe. There are several orders available. Take aim confers the balanced rule, allowing allies to reroll 1 attack dice, while others let them hunker down or fix bayonets. Okay. Com beads allow Death Korps to remain in contact during the chaos of battle, while their experience in siege warfare denies opponents their cover saves by confirming the saturate keyword. Com beads. Whenever a friendly Watchmaster or friendly Confidant operative issues a guardsman order, you can use this rule. If you do, instead of each friendly Death Korps operative within 6 of it receiving that order, you can select 1 friendly Death Korps operative to receive that order. Oh, okay. Alright. And siege warfare, they gain saturate. So you can either have everyone within 6 gain the order, or you can say that dude there gets this order. Okay, interesting. Interesting. That's it's going to be interesting to see. So obviously they will still have a comms guy who used to let everybody in the kill zone get the order, which is kind of, so you'd always keep him within 6 of your leader, so you could do that. But maybe they've removed that, and now it's you need a com bead. Eagle-Eye Death Korps spotters identify firing angles for dug-in targets with Seek Light, which stops targets from hiding behind light cover. Sorry, we have already discovered what Saturate is. Saturate is they can't retain a save for cover. We discovered that in the exposition match, whatever it's called. Seek Light is the new indirect, except Seek Light is only for light cover, so yeah. So if they're behind heavy cover, you don't get indirect. And can soften up opponents with a mortar barrage. APL 2, move 6, save 5, wound 7, standard. Lasgun 4-4-2-3, same. Mortar barrage 4-4-3-5, blast 2, heavy, dash only, silent. So I guess they've changed how dash works. Sorry, heavy works. So now it's saying it is heavy, but you can dash, or maybe heavy you can't dash. I don't know. So you could only reposition. Silent, we have to assume is the same. So you can spot as a 1 AP action. Support, select 1 enemy operative visible to this operative. Once during this... Okay, alright. When a friendly Death Korps operative within 3 inches of this operative is shooting that enemy operative, you can use this effect. If you do, so that friendly operative's ranged weapons have this Seek Light weapon rule. The enemy operative cannot be obscured. This operative cannot use this action mod with the control range of enemy. Okay, so from what we know, this is exactly the same to what the spotter already was. You are picking someone within 3, and when they then activate, they basically act as if they're on a vantage point, and they can't be obscured. There you go. Cool. Kasrkin, the mad lads themselves. The Kasrkin are the elite soldiers of Astra Militarum, usually drawn from the formidable ranks of Cadia. Cadia broke. Highly disciplined and armed with top quality war gear. I'm just saying that's not a boast, right? The world blew up. Anyway, highly disciplined and armed with top quality war gear. They are the last word in human special forces. Okay, what about the Tempest to Aquilon? I thought they were the best of the best of the best. We'll have to cut to Wade for the answer on that one. Skillet arms, light them up. Select a skillet arms for friendly Kasrkin operative to have until the ready step of the next strat phase. Okay. Oh, so this is kind of like the same. So they just get to use a thing. That's exactly what the above thing is. Okay, fine, whatever. Whenever a friendly Kasrkin operative is shooting a ready enemy operative, its ranged weapons have the severe weapon rule. We don't know what severe is. Maybe they will tell us now. During the Gambit step of the strat phase, a Kasrkin kill team picks one of 4 skillet arms options which remain active until the ready step of the next strat phase. This is how basically the Vet Guard ability works. Okay. Light 'em up grants ranged weapons the severe rule, turning a normal success into a critical success. So 1 normal becomes 1 crit, I assume. Their propensity for getting stuck in at close range is enhanced by weapon foregrips, which increase accuracy, and they are trained to engage from cover when outgunned. Okay, foregrip. Whenever a friendly Kasrkin operative is shooting an operative within 3 inches of it, that's pretty close. Ranged weapons on its data card, excluding weapons that include pistol in their name, e.g. hotshot, las pistol, all profiles of plasma, have the accurate 1 weapon rule. Now, we know what accurate 1 is from the exhibition match, and when you are on a vantage point, you get accurate 1, and that means you also retain a hit. That's pretty good. Being able to order, I mean, 3 inches isn't a great range for that, but you know, that's a balancing factor, right? But yeah, just auto retaining a hit's pretty good. Engage from cover. Whenever an operative is shooting a friendly Kasrkin operative that's in cover, you can reroll 1 of your defense dice. Okay, cool, good to know. Kasrkin troopers are outfitted with top tier gear, including adaptive equipment which allows them to flex to the tactical challenges they find themselves in, hurling smoke grenades and stun grenades as the situation demands. Top tier gear, okay. And now we see a Kasrkin trooper, and oh my god, who saw this coming? They are now hitting on 3s. Woo! Interesting. Interesting. So, okay, anyway, APL 2, move 6, save 4, wounds 8. Hotshot las gun, 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, 3-4, aka a regular bolter. Okay, but in melee, they're still pretty crap at 3 attacks, hitting on 4s, 2-3. Adaptive equipment, each of the following turning point. 1 friendly Kasrkin trooper operative can perform the smoke grenade action. 1 friendly Kasrkin trooper operative can perform the stun grenade action. Okay. The rules for these actions are found in universal equipment. Performing these actions using this rule doesn't count towards their action limits, i.e. if you also select those grenades from equipment. Okay. So I assume therefore I wonder if you still have to actually take the utility grenades, which we saw from the equipment, the universal equipment, to be able to use this, or if this is just saying, hey, you get to use this and you don't need to waste a slot taking the universal utility grenades. Doesn't count towards their action limits. Okay, so they're basically APL 3 because you get to throw a grenade as well. That's pretty good. So I said last time that stun grenades suck, and I think that is true, but not when it's just a free ability you can do. That seems pretty good. Although, as mentioned, this is seeming like they are trying to make the regular troopers a thing. Yeah, because, like, maybe, you know, I haven't run the maths, but maybe this is actually like legit, hey, yeah, you should run more Kasrkin troopers, and you should actively, like, there is a strat where you run all troopers and you order them throw a grenade, a smoke grenade. So everyone's obscured or whatever, right? That would be interesting. Swap some Warcraft music. No, you don't have it open in the other tab. Well, that's me. Don't worry. Exaction Squad. The Adeptus Arbites are brutal enforcers of the Lex Imperialis. Exaction Squads are dispatched into the galaxy with a wide mandate to hunt down transgressors. Oh my god. I read that as transgenders. I was like, whoa. Okay, G-dubs. Damn. Alright. An absolute permission to shoot first and ask questions? Well, probably never. After all, no truly innocent citizen could end up at the business of an Arbite shotgun. After all, no truly innocent citizen could end up at the business end of an Arbite shotgun. You're welcome, G-dubs. Don't worry. Okay. Repress. Some weapons in this team's rules have the repress weapon rule below. Repress. Whenever this operative is using this weapon, each of your blocks can be allocated to block 2 unresolved successes instead of 1. If this operative is retaliating, you resolve the first attack dice, i.e. defender instead of attacker. Okay, cool, nice. You get to use both, right? Yes, so you get to block 2 and you fight first. Okay, right, that's fine. They already have that. The Exaction Squad get 3 faction rules. Their shock mauls and assault shields are used to violently repress unrest, while operatives may single out enemies for punishment and even fire into the thick of combat with no penalty. Nauseating Strobing phospholumen can disorient dissidents, and desperate fools who think they can outrun justice will always find themselves caught by the long arm of the Emperor's law. Strobing phospholumen. Whenever an enemy operative is shooting against, fighting against, or retaliating against a friendly Exaction squad operative within 2 inches of it, your opponent cannot reroll their attack dice results of 1. Can't reroll ones. Okay, I believe that used to be you can't reroll anything, so that's actually a huge nerf. Going from no rerolls to can't reroll ones? Fine. Cool. Long arm of the Emperor's law. Whenever an enemy operative is shooting against, fighting against, or retaliating against... Oh, interesting. So, they're deliberately making a distinction there between fighting against and retaliating against. Maybe this is some new terminology that we all need to learn. Your opponent cannot reroll their attack dice. Sorry. When a friendly Exaction squad operative is performing the shoot action and you select a weapon with the range X weapon rule, excluding frag or crack, until the end of that action, add 3. Okay, so plus 3 inch. Okay. Alright, fine. The Arbites Castigator is rightly feared, a single-minded zealot who smashes through enemy ranks with their excruciating maul to deliver kinetic justice. 2, 6, 4, 8. Fine. Combat Shotgun. Close range, 4, 3, 4, 4, range 6. Combat Shotgun, long range, 4, 5, 2, 2. So, as always, literally never use the long range profile of this shotgun. Yeah. Why even give it a long range profile? I have never seen anybody ever use the long range profile. Fine. You shouldn't. I'm agreeing with you. Never use it. Excruciate them all. 4 dice, hitting on 3s, 5-5, rending shock. 5-5. It's pretty nice. Hitting on 3. Damn. Yeah, man. It's wicked. Engendered focus. You can ignore any changes to this operative's stats. Cool. Including weapon stats, excluding its save stat. Okay, so you... Yeah, it is. Oh. Okay. That's almost like it's copy-pasted from 40k, because your save stat should never change. Should it? Alright. Zealous Dedication. Whenever an attack dice inflicts damage of 3 or more on this operative, roll 1d6. On a 5-up, subtract 1 for that inflicted damage. Oh, okay. Now, is that a change, therefore, for how Feel No Pain in general works? It looks like it might be. I believe this is one of those operatives that used to just have Feel No Pain, because obviously he's like the Daddy Dom B&M home stores guy. But now it's hugely nerfed, basically. Castigator's Arrest. Whenever an enemy operative is within control range of this operative, if no other enemy operatives are within this operative's control range, that enemy operative cannot perform the fallback action. Okay. But we don't get to see the equipment see if they still get to like make arrests and stuff. So that's just can't fall back. Alright. Imperial Navy Breachers. A fan favourite for a long time. And by fan favourite I mean they were too good in tournaments and so they got used too much. There you go. The Imperial Navy Breachers are equipped to fight intense claustrophobic battles aboard enemy voidcraft, space hulks and orbital stations. Their approach to combat is methodical, clearing one room at a time until their foes lay scattered. Breach and clear. Once per turning point, when a ready friendly Imperial Navy Breacher operative is activated, you can use this rule. If you do, select one other ready friendly Imperial Navy operative visible to and within 3 inches of that operative. When that first friendly operative is expended, which we now believe means is no longer ready, you can activate that other friendly operative before your opponent activates. Okay, yeah, so GA2. Nice. At the core of their battle tactics is a systematic breach and clear approach. Operatives acting in deadly synchronization to identify and eliminate threats, and shrugging off explosive and flame weapons thanks to their void-sealed armor. They are at their most proficient in the tight confines of spacecraft, and long years spent as a deckhand. Oh, yep, we're going to see deckhand, cool. Let them operate hatches and the like in the heat of combat. Combat stims are readily available to fight through fatigue and pain. Combat stims, ignore injured. There you go, easy. Or ignore the move stat of injured. So you'd still be at minus hit penalty. Deckhand. Use this firefight ploy during a friendly Imperial Navy Breacher operative's activation. If it has an APL stat of 1 or 2, which we assume they all do, maybe the leader gets a 3. Oh no, if you've been comms, right, yeah, you wouldn't get it. Okay. That operative can perform a free operate hatch action during its activation, and can do so during the charge or fallback action. You cannot use this ploy if the access point has been welded shut. unless it's a friendly hatch cutter operative activation. Is that deckhand? I suppose the deckhand operate hatches. If that's a strat ploy and they just all get a free... okay, alright, fine. Fine, cool. That just means they're going to be so much better on Into the Dark than anything else, right? The Navis Endurant makes effective use of their hefty shields in close quarters combat scenarios, shoving enemies away from nearby companions and weathering incoming blows with ease. APL 2, move 4, save 2, wounds 10. Again, never ever fire your long range shotgun. Shield Bash, Brutal Shield, Breach Wall. Whenever your opponent is selecting a valid target, they cannot select another friendly Imperial Navy breacher operative whose base is touching this operative if this operative has an engage order and is intervening. Okay, intervening. This rule has no effect if more than one other friendly operative's base is touching this operative. Oh, that's weird. But okay, fine, cool. I mean, that's an easy enough thing to make not happen. Disengage. This operative can perform the fallback action for 1 less AP. Shield. Whenever this operative fights, is fighting or retaliating with this weapon, each of the blocks can be allocated 2 block. Okay, cool. Fallback 1 less AP. Right, nice. Novitiates. Still in the game. I'm shocked. Not for long. Young recruits to the Adeptus Sororitas are known as Sisters Novitiates. Fresh out of the Scholar Progenium, they are put to the test in their first assignment to an Order Militant, sent out to undertake deadly missions and prove their worth as Battle Sisters. Their faith is their strength, is their... It was close, G-dubs, don't worry. You'll get it one day. English is tough, I know that. And as the mission progresses, they might be able to beseech the God Emperor himself for aid. Acts, O Faith. In the ready step of each strategy phase, you gain a number of faith points equal to half the number of friendly novitiate operatives that haven't been incapacitated, rounding up. Okay. Whenever a friendly novitiate operative is shooting, fighting, or retaliating, or an operative is shooting it, in the roll attack dice step, in the roll attack dice or roll defense dice step of an if an operative is shooting it, you can spend your faith points to use 1 act of faith. You cannot use more than 1 act of faith per sequence, and their cost and effects are as follows. Intervention. You can retain 1 of your fails as a normal success instead of discarding it. So it kind of looks like Acts of Faith has changed relatively significantly, I guess. We will see. Their unwavering devotion to the Emperor manifests in Acts of Faith. As they accrue faith points, these may be spent to receive his guidance and blessings, or to invoke a divine intervention which can significantly alter the outcome of combat. Devout novitiates wear auto-chastisers, which flagellate them in exchange for a proportionate act of faith. They prosecute their missions with ardent vengeance, turning a failed roll into a success if they have any critical successes via the punishing keyword. Brilliant. Fuck's sake. Just coughed directly into the microphone after attempting to mute it, but I double tapped it. My bad. Okay. Also chastises 1 per turn point when a friendly novitiate operative is shooting, fighting, or retaliating. In the roll attack dice step, you can inflict 1 to 3 damage on that friendly operative, but not enough to incapacitate it. If you do, you can use 1 act of faith for free during that sequence, with a faith point cost no more than the damage you inflicted from this roll. Oh, okay, so they're still going to have faith point costs. So it could presumably cost 1, 2, or 3 faith points. Oh, okay, alright, cool. Cool. Ardent Vengeance. Whenever a friendly novitiate operative is shooting against, fighting against, or retaliating against an expended enemy operative, that friendly operative's weapons have the punishing weapon rule. Punishing, as they just said up there, is turning a failed roll into a success if they have a crit. Love it when games revolve purely around being able to roll a 6 on your dice. That's really fun. Really like that. Thanks, guys. Very cool. You already have a benefit because you rolled a crit. The crit is the benefit. Don't give benefits because you rolled a benefit. Fuck's sake. It's cool, man. It's fine. It's good game design. Love it. The relic-seeking novitiate Pronatus is dedicated to the recovery of lost Imperial treasures. They generate extra faith points when they uncover items crucial to their holy mission. APO 2, move 6, save 4, wound 7. Cool. Auto pistol, unremarkable. Gun butt, unremarkable. Relic Seeker. Once during each of this operative's activations, it can perform the pickup marker, place marker, or a mission action for 1 less AP. Cool, this is your action monkey. Divine Acquisition. Once per turning point, when this operative performs a mission action that requires it to control an objective or mission marker, you get a number of faith points equal to the turning point number. Okay, nice. Okay, right. Just had to quickly stop to take a phone call. My bad. It was spam. Right. Inquisitorial Agents. Now, I kind of hope that they go ahead and tell us how things are going to work when it comes to legends for these guys. Let's find out. When insurrection, heresy, or xenos section is discovered, the Inquisition is first on the scene. Kill teams of Inquisitorial Agents are unique bands of specialists assembled through the power of the Rosette and sent to stamp out the furtive seeds of rebellion. Their station allows for inquisitorial requisition, supplementing their ranks with operatives from the likes of the Death Corps, Exaction Squad, Imperial Navy Breaches, Kasrkin, and others. Oh, Sisters of Silence, Tempestors. Alright, yeah, fine. Although, just throwing it out there, hey, you guys wanted Compendium to still be in the game. Right here, buddies. Sisters of Silence, Tempestors, Silent, Compendium still in the game, confirmed. Don't worry, I will not have put that as the title and thumbnail for this video. I'm tempted, but I won't. Thank you. Okay. Inquisitorial requisition. Requisitioned operatives can be taken from one of the following groups. Yep, cool. These operatives have their faction keyword replaced in all instances on their data cards with Inquisitorial Agent, unless they already have it. You cannot use ploys and equipment associated with the requisitioned operative's former faction keyword, and you cannot use the requisitioned operative's former faction rules. Okay, alright. That was kind of the main thing there. If they suddenly allowed you to keep, you know, Kasrkin elite points or something like that, that's huge. So there you go. Although I suppose, thinking about it now, the Kasrkin we just saw, they didn't mention, they don't get elite points. They mentioned the other thing. They get basically Vet Guard orders, but just guaranteed. Almost like chapter tactics for Space Marines in 40k, really. And so, interesting. Okay. Oh. Probably should have mentioned that when I read the Kasrkin, to be honest. Seems like Kasrkin have had quite the glow up. Note that with their new faction keyword, requisitioned operatives can interact with the Inquisitorial Agent rules. Yep, cool, fine. For example, requisitioned Vox operator operative from the Death Corps group would have its Death Corps keyword replacing all it. It's just telling us how it works. Okay. For its signal, unique action. However, the Guardsman orders faction rule isn't permitted, so its relay orders additional rule would be ignored. Oh, okay. Its agent allows you to... this sounds complicated. Okay. It would now also be valid operative for the Mystic Operative Scribe. Okay, that sounds like we're going to have to read some actual data sheets instead of just read the general thing. They respond with absolute authority, instilling the fear of the Imperium in their foes and preventing them from using ploys. The presence of a servo skull allows these agents to swiftly perform mission-critical operations with little distraction. Now, the servo skull is a model. It's an operative. Maybe it wasn't actually called a servo skull. Maybe it's something else now. Once per turning point, one friendly Inquisitorial Agent operative can perform a mission action for 1 less AP. Okay. Fine. Absolute authority. Using this firefight ploy during the battle, when an opponent uses a strategy or firefight ploy excluding command reroll, or one that costs 0 CP, their ploy isn't used. The CP spent on it is refunded, and they cannot use that ploy again during this turning point. Oh, okay, alright, yeah, fine. This ploy cannot be used to stop the same ploy more than once per battle. Okay, alright, fine. Yeah, we know this. This was kind of the defining ploy for these guys. When an opponent uses a strat or firefight ploy. So, from what I recall, they've wildly changed this. It used to be, like, you can stop any ability, and it creates a lot of issues. As in, wait, so can it stop this? Can it stop that? And now it's just, no, you stop a ploy, that's good. Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't even play Kill Team, so who knows, to be honest with you. Inquisitorial Agents are pulled from across the galaxy to serve their all-powerful master, drawing in specialists like the Hexorcist, who admonishes his foes with such fiery zeal they begin to question themselves. Mate. Me every day. APL 2, move 6, save 5, wound 7, as we expect. Shotgun. 4 dice hitting on 3s, 3-3, range 6. That is what we expect from a shotgun. Yep. Oh, hold on. Oh, no, sorry. Right. I was thinking, because the other things had shotgun, short range, long range, and it didn't have that, so in my head I thought, oh, it's got a full range shotgun, but no, it has range 6 in the weapon rule. WR. Hexorcist. Whenever an enemy operative is visible to and within 6 of this operative, the opponent cannot reroll their attack or defense dice for that operative. I was thinking of this guy. Sorry. Yes. This guy is the thing that allowed you to stop all abilities, and it was quite all-encompassing and confusing. Let's see if it's been changed. Chasten. Select one enemy operative that's a valid target for this operative and within 6 inches of it. Then select one additional rule, including a unique action, that enemy operative has on its data card, excluding a weapon rule. Till the end of that enemy operative's next activation, it's treated as not having that additional rule. Oh, cool. Okay. Alright. Cannot perform this action while within control of an enemy operative. Now, let's read it again. Select one additional rule, including a unique action. So, I feel like that's clear, but I can't remember how it was originally worded and why it kind of created so many questions. Is this kind of, you know, them exemplifying that no, we've rewritten the rules so that they are clearer based on the, you know, the lessons we learned? Or is this the same and we're going to get just as many questions asked? I can't recall. This seems very clear, seems very obvious, but I can't remember what it was. Okay, cool. That was a long article. I'm sorry I had to buzz through that as fast as possible, but that was a lot. There was a lot there, and I was terrified this was going to become an hour-long thing. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. Although this does mean that presumably this week we're going to get, what, 3 more articles? So we've got this, which is Imperial. We're going to get Xenos. We're going to get Chaos. And we're going to get Space Marines. That's 4 articles this week. I assume, right? Although, you know what? There are enough Chaos Marine articles to do 5 this week. Because you've got Legionary, you've got Warp Coven, you've got Nemesis Claw. That's 3 right there. Like, split those up, because there's still a lot of Chaos teams otherwise to cover. Split them out. Split them out. Wow, okay. Gosh. Let me embiggen myself, thank you. So, that was a lot to go over, I'm going to be honest, and I found the Death Corps right at the start the most interesting. However, in hindsight, the Kasrkin possibly have the biggest change there, having gone to a 3-up hit, and instead of having elite points, they seem to just get a buff every turn and you get to choose what the buff is. That's pretty big, to be honest with you. Anyway, I suspect that most people aren't going to care about this at all because I'm not going to, obviously, but the online discourse is just going to be about the core rulebook fully leaking. So, awesome. I love putting in effort and time into shit that becomes worthless. Thanks, guys. You're cool. Whoever did that. Very cool. I'm not surprised, but there you go. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to go not put more effort into this crap than I have to. Thank you. Bye.